Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Like rocket fuel.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride?
Hey, Drill's so goddamn bad, boy. Fuck.
Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Hey, Don, why would you wear white? I don't know why.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We see
Don said send him an invite to the party.
Throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose that.
Oh my God, what did Mike do to you while I was gone?
Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season.
I think you unplugged your mic.
For the wrong reasons, trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured
Hey, can somebody send Don a party invite? You keep texting me.
I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real.
Can we make the parties private? I mean, public from now on? Just only make them private if some nigga jump in and do some other shit, bro. Like.
Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one.
Trace. Are they more kicking off? Okay.
This kickoff return shit is pissing me off.
Okay, get that boy Mark.
Why the fuck they keep getting Benjamin back? Why the fuck is Benjamin still back there, bro?
Bro, that was bad, bro. Man, I took a punt and a kickoff on that boy.
Not on that boy.
Oh man.
If you beating that bad, I think you quit. To be honest.
Shit, the Bears did that. It came back. I beat the Bears 24-0.
Oh God, who got that screeching?
Through the end zone for a touchback.
Whoa.
Somebody got to fix that.
Please. For some reason, I always get anxious playing music games. I don't know why.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Fuck!
They bring their punter out there now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie.
What Don talking about? What's Don talking about?
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over.
Is Don in
first and 10.
Impact is worth it.
Yeah, I gotta mute it, bro. Maybe that's why. Man, cause we talking about Trey yesterday, Kendall. My bad.
What about?
Yeah, I had Don muted. What's up? I said already. We already locked it in, bro. What are you talking about?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
It's on the week because Breeder got tripped up. That shit was a touchdown.
First carry for Nick Chubb. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
You talking about the acceleration clock?
They run again on first down.
I mean, that's
they
actually
get him
good
down, but
idea.
not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
The game's going to be long as
Usually
hell.
we see runs like this as the
Yeah.
defense breaks
Niggas
down
gonna
later
be
in the
definitely
game.
gonna
But this
start
guy's
again
setting the tone
fucking
early. Running
smack.
through all
But-
types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
I definitely think the game
On
is.
first down, they'll run
game
with
time
Chubb.
is
And he is
pretty
going to
damn
be
good, I
stopped
think.
cold
I
behind the line of
I think
scrimmage.
if you
Play
do
free
that,
in the
just
drive
put it to
now
10
is
seconds for the
successful. They
acceleration.
go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Seconds ain't bad.
Set, 20. 65, 65. My touch.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got an open man.
Being
That's
out of
David
ball,
Njoku,
being out
the
of ball.
tight end.
Stanford.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a
Used to
3rd
play.
down.
Is that the
I think
one that got
defensively,
traded?
you're
They traded
okay
the
with that.
quarterback.
Here in the first quarter, he's
They
going to get some
traded
catches,
the
but they
Boatman.
rallied to him
I
quickly.
don't know
And
why.
that's what you
I guess they
count
seen
on,
something in
and I
Solomon
like what
Thomas.
you just said.
I'm
First
assuming that's why they
quarter,
traded him,
can
Ken.
you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Whatever that shit is, though, please.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. We're scoreless after one.
Shit out of me.
I got 15. So don't say nothing.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield, a nice little juke. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give them a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner.
What, Garrett over there?
Picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, here's Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There you go, dog.
On the play, it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler.
What type of shit was that, though? Like, nobody touched me.
Back at the 22.
Nobody touched, bro. What the?
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Check it back, check it back.
How you tripped over my motion, dog?
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Well, they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Oh, shit. Time to call the timeout.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Badgley's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Jamal Adams, stick that nigga.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Eckler. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Computer game.
Buddy up. Mark 5. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not trying to win that game.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Well, that boy stuck his foot in the ground, dog.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive.
But it was going the other way. It was on the opposite half of the offense.
10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mayfield off the play fake. He finds his target, Beckham. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, George, that read option with Lamar, hellacious.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And
it's a pick.
Incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense.
Matt Breida might have bumped that nigga down. It was a track race.
Exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Boy, Grant.
A big play there on the option. 71 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the foot.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet.
40 double, George.
Just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives.
Hey, fucking text, nigga, this bread, G.
Put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did,
I
speaking of
forgot
the
y'all had
offensive
money on that
coordinator,
game.
might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
He's not
a team.
Oh, he's trying to get a catch with a receiver?
And create some offense for us here and give us
that's a lot of shit, boy.
Does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I forgot your lock up.
Here's Mayfield.
Lock in, George, when you boot
being
up.
chased out left.
Boot up.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
My initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Regular.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good job.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come here, Dawn!
Gets to him again.
Dawn!
The amount of
Hey, I'm
sacks
playing
that
that
they've
big
absorbed in this
nickel,
game is absolutely
Dawn!
extraordinary. Let's just face it.
Ah!
This offensive line, flat
Fucking
out, cannot
pass
handle this
rusher.
pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring it up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Bro, shut up, bro, for the bread.
Starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
I'm trying to.
Now a give to Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered
around, I got too excited
about
this.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Finding room inside the 40.
And we out.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, that shit was locked up all game, but I don't know
probably put this
I got
thing
2
in the
dogs
books
over
in
top.
2nd and 1.
Dog.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Oh, no,
shit.
he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, dog.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble when they get to the sidelines. I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have seen it right there.
Hey, Derwin James, dog. Big dime. I mean, big nickel.
It'll be a loss of
big
a yard.
Big nickel package. That boy playing linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb.
Come here, Chubb.
And he'll find a little space. He gets
us
up
shit
near
that nigga was
10.
doing them games.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.
Told you after the Super Bowl, you was a pass around, dog. You a pass around.
They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point
run
of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Brooklyn, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, George. Kyler Murray, 100% complete, 9 yards. hey, Cam, what I told you the other day, Cam? If I throw it, if I throw it. Damn, everybody got a fucking upgrade to that game. Mike, we can.
Hey,
Mike,
fuck this game.
Can we sim Mike? Mike, where's he at? Is he in the home?
Fumbling on these shoestring tackles is killing me. Oh!
Only one thing.
Ain't nobody